downed a whole bottle. Then we took a few tabs, or something like that. And then we went out into your hallway, smashed that shit up, fucked that shit.
When the whole pandemic dropped, like I'm a trial lawyer, so I am used to going to the courthouse every day. That's my job, and defending our accused here in Texas, and
the worst of the worst,
and the best of the best. Yeah,
So you're a prosecutor?
No, I'm a defense attorney.
Oh, you're defense. Oh yeah, prosecutor's the other one.
No,
okay,
I could never no, couldn't work for the government. Come on.
Oh, so you're defending the fucking Degennies?
Absolutely, yeah. They need me. I mean, they need me.
On a whole, what percentage do you reckon people are innocent?
Less than 1%. For my clients, though, all of them.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Less than 1%.
It's a crazy life. I actually, I was gonna be a prosecutor, and I got a DWI the week before I passed the bar exam. So I didn't actually know this, but I was trying to figure out like why the guy. I had a job lined up at the DA's office, and I hit him up because I didn't hear from him. And it turns out when I got pulled over for my DWI, I told the cop that I was a prosecutor. And they called them up. And
you tried to do do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
With a 0.3 BAC. Yeah. So when he asked for my ID, I think I handed him like a gift card. So it wasn't the best start, but luckily I got off on a technicality. I was pulled over and I had a bunch of empty beers in a cooler in my back seat, and they couldn't prove that I didn't just get drunk while I was parked. So I was able to escape any sort of real consequences, which is why I continued to drink for, what was that, 2013. So another 5 years I went hard in the paint. I figured, why not keep the party going if they can't get me? So I I ended up getting I actually went in to talk to the guy who was going to hire me, and he was like, "You're not working for anybody I know ever, and fuck you, get out of my office. I never want to see you again." So I immediately just became a defense attorney, and spent the
Call me Sal.
Better Call Saul. I went to the dark side right out of the gate, and I worked for a guy for like 9 months right after I passed the bar, and I hated him and I couldn't stand him. So I got a call for a felony one day. I ended up just telling the lady I was starting my own firm, and she liked me. So she ended up hiring me, and that was my first client, and I kind of snowballed it from there. But I've been doing it on my own now for 10 years. So
what was that first felony? Was it Oxy?
It was actually no, it was a guy that got into a fight in a mental health hospital, and they claimed that they were a family relationship because they were staying in the same mental health hospital. So I ended up getting that dismissed, and then they refiled as a misdemeanor, and I got that dismissed too. But
it was a war dog. Taking over.
Man. Yeah, I've had some pretty fucking crazy clients. I had a guy, beat up his girlfriend over some chicken. And I've had a guy who...
Look, I don't want to be racist here. Was it a black dude?
Yeah.
The chicken.
But in fairness, they were coming home from karaoke, and
which is a very Asian thing, actually.
On the 911 call, he was like...
So that's a little sneak peek of this week's Degenny Diaries. If you would like to hear the rest of the episode, you can subscribe to my Patreon. All the episodes of the Degenny Diaries and any bonus content will be found on the Patreon. You can find the link to the Patreon in the description of this podcast, or just head to boylecomedy.com and the link is on my website. It's extremely important to me that I never have to advertise on this podcast. I don't want to have to shill a fucking product to earn a living. So the subscribers of the Patreon are the lifeblood of the podcast. You make it all worthwhile. So if you enjoy the podcast, if you get anything out of it, then subscribe to the podcast. It's a pint a month. Become a true Degenny. Support Le Boyal. Your support is unbelievably meaningful to me. So I'll see you over there, and I'll see you the fuck later.